Binge the full week ad-free over at patreon.com/inspireddisorder.
What you manifest in your mind, you can bring to reality.
Rona Dayz! That's right. It is the 58th episode of the show that will never end because the Rona Days have begun. It's been over a year, and it has been a crazy week this week. First off, let me talk about my 420 recap. For anybody that watched the 420 special, I did not smoke or ingest any cannabis during the episode. I know, I'm sorry. Basically, I produce my show Sunday mornings. I wake up, I get ready, I turn everything on, and I record first thing because it takes all day to edit and upload everything. So I produce from top to bottom the entire week of shows on Sundays. So because it was the second episode I'm recording and I still had a full day of work, I didn't want to get high yet. So I apologize. I did get very high, though. However, I woke up on Tuesday, April 20th, and I ordered, as soon as the delivery service I use, which is Foundation, out in the Coachella Valley, a great new delivery service. I got my weed. They had a 20% off sale, and I got a bunch of things delivered. I got an ounce of weed. I got some sour strip edibles, and I got what else did I get? I got a little vape cartridge, Blue Dream, my favorite strain. So it was nice, and I haven't gotten a vape cartridge in a while. It's been probably easily over a year since I've had a vape cartridge. So it was nice getting a little gift for myself. I love 420. It's my favorite holiday. There's no baggage involved with 420. I just like to take the day off, not do anything, not work. Love to watch movies. I'm going to get extra high, and I'm probably going to eat food that is not good for me. So I ordered the weed, which was delivered. The delivery guy was driving a Tesla, which is makes me wish if I could deliver weed in a Tesla, I'd love that job. Which maybe I could get a PPP loan to be a delivery driver. I buy a Tesla. It's a business expense, and I don't know if I could do that. But it was kind of crazy to get my weed delivered from a guy who owns a Tesla, brand new. It's just Teslas are amazing. I also ordered Taco Bell, which, if you want to have a high meal that is not good for you, Taco Bell is the way to go. Heavily inspired. Every time I get Taco Bell, it is 100% inspired by the podcast All Fantasy Everything, who on an episode drafted Taco Bell menu items, which is an episode you cannot listen to without craving Taco Bell. So order Taco Bell. I got their just 4 crunchy tacos and 4 5-layer burrito meal thing, which, hits the spot. It was perfect. I don't want to cook on 420. I just want to eat, which that showed up at the perfect time. There was a bunch of podcasts that were on, Bloodbath, /Filmcast, Getting Dug with High, had a 420 episode. And then later on, there was a live comedy show. I have not watched any of these live comedy shows that are done over Zoom, but Doug Benson had a 420 comedy show, which I did not watch live because I just wasn't paying attention to the time. And I also, having never watched a Zoom comedy show, I really didn't want to be one of the people who were part of the audience that needed to laugh. For a lot of reasons, I don't necessarily laugh out loud. I wouldn't be a good audience member when I'm watching stuff alone at home. Also, it's I don't know. There's other people that live here, so it's there's just logistically, it was too stressful for me to and especially I'm high, so I'm thinking of all the ways it can go wrong. So I waited till after it was done. But because I waited till after I was done, I was high as fuck. Let's just say I got high throughout the day. I was high all day. As soon as I got my delivery, I ate a couple of the gummy strips to kind of get that high going. Um, but then towards the end of the day, I start getting the munchies, and I still have like it had to have been more than half a bag of these edible gummy strips left. And I ended up eating them because they're sour gummy strips. They taste good, and I didn't realize how many of them were left. So, by the time those extra like 50 to 60, 70 milligrams of THC hit my bloodstream, I was already high on like 30 milligrams. So, and I was drinking some whiskey. So I was gone. I couldn't focus on anything. I literally passed out while watching, just kind of fell asleep while watching the comedy special. Woke up, had to rewind. I had to rewind it. I was like just so gone. Like my body was completely detached from atom to atom. Every single molecule of my body was floating miles away from each other, and I ended up getting down and just laying down on the floor, like laying down literally right here, laying down, and just I fell asleep for like I woke up at like 2 in the morning, and the comedy special was still going. So I don't know how long I had been laying down for. It was like a 3.5 hour long comedy show, which they ended up playing games and stuff like that. But I ended up trying to rewind it and watch it again. Couldn't focus on anything, right? The thing when your molecules are miles away from each other, it's really hard for any kind of thought signals to bounce from one. It's really hard to it's tough. It was tough. It was a tough night, let's just say. So anyway, 420 was fun. I really enjoyed it. The next day I was still high, but it was a really fun day to take off and get really high, and it felt really good. I also got my first delivery of HelloFresh. I'm trying out that service, which is nice to get meals that are like all the ingredients for meals. They're pretty basic to cook, but it's getting meals that I wouldn't normally cook for myself. So it's almost like going out to a restaurant and getting a meal without having to go out anywhere. And I enjoy cooking. I enjoy not having to go anywhere, not just because of the pandemic, but just because I prefer easy. I don't need to be around people to eat. I don't mind going to eat alone or going out to eat, but I really enjoy making food. So HelloFresh, so far so good. I made 2 of the meals, delicious. The first one was a salmon with roasted potatoes and zucchini. The second one was a Thai coconut milk, coconut curry, chicken, Thai, whatever. Delicious. So good. And then the last one I have is some fish. I forget. I forget exactly what kind of tilapia, I think. So I'm looking forward to that. I'll probably make that tomorrow. But yeah, so far I'm enjoying HelloFresh. I used a discount code, so it's a little bit cheaper, but it's still a little bit expensive. I'll probably still keep it. I might not go with 3 meals a week. I might bump it down to 2. But it's a nice way to just break up the week with better quality meals than I normally make. I don't really make well-rounded meals. So it's kind of nice to shake up the week, and it's good portion size. It's for each meal you get, it's 2 servings. And I'm doing the kind of the calorie, the low calorie option menus, which is still delicious. And so we'll see if it helps me lose weight. You never know. But I've been enjoying that so far. I got my first vaccine shot, by the way, not to bury the lead. Got my first shot of Moderna last week, and had a little bit of shoulder pain later on that evening. The shoulder started to hurt for a couple days. Felt a little fatigued, a little bit achy, a little bit crampy. Started like getting like just little cramps, I could tell with certain movements. And but other than that, after a couple days, it's all good. I didn't realize that for the Moderna shot, it's a 28-day waiting period before you get the second shot. So going to be a little bit longer than I had thought, but it was easy. Showed up early for my appointment. Didn't matter. They pushed me right through. Didn't take any amount of time. Probably, you have to wait 15 minutes after you get the shot, but the time it took for me to get the shot was, it took me like 2 minutes. Once I showed up, I just walked right in, sat down. Nurses gave me a shot, and then, you have to do paperwork and all that shit. Got a cookie and a water. I mean, it's really tough life getting these vaccines for free. But yeah, it's got the shot, which I'm happy. Looking forward to getting the second shot in a few weeks now. Plans, I've been planning, did a lot of planning this week because the Ultimate Movie Championship, which is a rerun show it's an old segment from the Inspired Disorder podcast that comes out every Sunday as a rerun. It's re-edited for the Ray Taylor show. But it is a show that was recorded while I was living in Denver with my co-host Keith Spurlock. That show is coming to an end on July 25th. There were 98 episodes of that show that were recorded before everything fell apart in Denver. So because that is coming to an end in July, I am going to be starting a podcast that will be coming out every Tuesday, which is a podcast where I review the TV show Ted Lasso, episode by episode. So I'll be starting on May 18th. I will be starting on Tuesday, May 18th. The first episode will come out. I will be reviewing the first episode from season 1 of Ted Lasso. And every week I will be doing that leading up to the premiere of season 2 for Ted Lasso. And every week after that will be the review of each new episode of season 2 that comes out of Ted Lasso. So I will be doing that after Ted Lasso is done. I will probably be going to reviewing episode by episode the show Dave, which is a show that I would have started if I had thought about it earlier. I would have started with Dave because it is the new season. Season 2 is coming out before Ted Lasso, but it is what it is. It will be a show that once Ted Lasso is done and I'm doing Dave, obviously all of those episodes will be out. But and it might move to Sunday at that point, potentially. Or maybe not. I don't know. But I've been thinking of things to replace the Ultimate Movie Championship with, different type of show. And doing an episode by episode breakdown of a TV show is something that I haven't done. But I think it would be fun. And since Ted Lasso season 2 is coming out, it seemed like a good no-brainer to go back through season 1. People love season 1. I really enjoyed it. I didn't think it was as amazing as everybody else. The pedestal to which everybody else puts it at is a bit higher than I would. However, I will enjoy going through episode by episode, and I am excited to see what happens in season 2. And that is a show that you can find on Apple TV, which is only $5 a month. Actually, I'm getting it for free. Like, I signed up for their family plan where I get the cloud storage, I get the arcade, I get the Apple TV, and it's like $20 a month or whatever. And I get Apple Music, and it's $20 a month for all that bundled together. But they gave rebates for like months on Apple TV aspect. They like give me a $5 credit each month for whatever reason. I guess it's because people were complaining they haven't added enough original stuff. They come out with movies every once in a while, but I've enjoyed the service. I like Apple TV, the stuff they've put on there. Not the greatest service as far as streaming services go, but Ted Lasso is definitely the best thing that they've put up on that service. So I'm looking forward to reviewing Ted Lasso episode by episode and see what that feels like to break a show down into that small of portions. But that's something that you can look forward to coming up on the Ray Taylor Show. So that has been my week. I hope everybody out there that is watching or listening has had an amazing week. I hope you had a great 420. Let me know what your 420 was like. Have you gotten your first vaccine shot? Are you fully vaccinated? Are you a person that doesn't believe in vaccines? Unsubscribe, please. But let me know in the comments. Hit me up. I'm at Ray Taylor on social media. or just put comments in the of this wherever you're watching it, YouTube, IGTV, all that stuff. Be safe, everybody. Get yourself some amazing coffee from an independent brewer out in Thetford Center, Vermont. That's right. StationHouseCoffee.com is where you go. Follow Station House Coffee on Instagram to get your small batch, single origin, premium coffee. Order it online and get it shipped directly to you. Let them know the Ray Taylor Show sent you. Go over to stationhousecoffee.com today and order yourself some coffee, and follow Station House Coffee on Instagram. New episodes of The Ray Taylor Show come out every single day. Subscribe on IGTV, YouTube, and everywhere else podcasts are found. Binge the full week ad-free over at patreon.com/inspireddisorder. Buy Ray Taylor Show merch over at inspireddisorder.com. Follow the show on Instagram at Ray Taylor Show. Have a wonderful day, everybody. Peace out!